let's say for this effect, the spectator can shuffle up the deck. Once they're done shuffling up the deck, I would instruct them to take out any 9 cards they would like. So let's say they take out these 9 cards. So now the spectator can pick up this pile of 9 cards and actually give these a mix-up. And when they're done mixing them up, take out 1 card to remember. So let's say they take out this one. Now, I don't want to see the card, but I will show you. So here is your selection. Go ahead and remember that. So after the spectator has remembered their selection, they can go ahead and place their card anywhere back here they would like. Let's say they place it here, and I'll give this a little mix, and the rest of the deck will go on top. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to make 4 piles here, and we're going to count down from 10. If I say a number, for example 9, and the card I turn over is a 9, that will be a match, and I will move on to the next pile. If I go through the whole pile without making any matches, I will put 1 card on top of it to cap it. Now aces are 1, and jacks, queens, and kings are 10. Let's see what we can do here. So 10, 9, 8. I said 8 and I turned over an 8. That is the first match. Let's try again. 10. Jacks are 10, so there you go. 10. Well, there's another match. And finally 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No matches. 1 card on top. So now we're going to add up all the piles that we didn't cap. So court cards are 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20. Plus 8 should be 28. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now keep in mind, the deck was shuffled, you selected any card you wanted, and you put it back in the deck. We made 4 piles, we got 28, and there's 1 card, and 1 card only, and it should be your 10 of spades. So that is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. So this one is really easy, so that's why I'm going to teach it in this video, because there is no sleight of hand. So, before we actually get into the trick, if you want to know what deck I'm using, I have a deck review on this deck, but I don't know the name. So that deck review will be down below, but these are the cards I'm using. It's a sort of bicycle deck. So, what are you going to need for this effect? Well, you're going to need 52 cards, and you're going to want to take out the jokers, the ad cards, all of that. So there are a few ways you can do this. I'm going to show you the way I just did, and then I'll show you one more way at the end. So you can hand the deck over to the spectator, and they can give this a shuffle. After they're done shuffling the deck, you want them to take out any 9 cards. Now, you could do this or the spectator. So let's say we go 3, 6, and let's go 9. So 9 cards, these can be shuffled, and you're going to have one card taken out. Let's say in this case, the Jack of Spades. So there's one of two things you could do. You could either leave the Jack on top, and then place the rest of the deck on top, and then proceed with the trick. Or what you can do is you can fan these out, have the spectator put their card in anywhere they would like, count the number of cards above the Jack. So we know the Jack is here, so we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. That means when you close up, you're going to take off 4 cards from the top, move them to the bottom, therefore put in their Jack on top. That's what I did, and it's really easy to actually do that. So let's say right here, and while they're pushing it in, we would just be counting 3 and then 6. So then you take 7 and you move them to the bottom. That's all you want to do just to get their card to the top. After you've done that, the rest of the deck can go on top. So now you just do what I did in the performance, and it will work. You explain you're going to count back from 10, and if you happen to say a number and you turn over that matching card, that's a match. So if you go 10, 9, 8, and you turn over an 8, that's a match, and you move on to the next pile. You are always going to have 4 piles. If you go back from 10 to 1, which is ace, and you don't have a match, you place 1 card face down on top for a cap. Aces are 1, jacks, queens, and kings are 10. You're going to do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I said 5, and I turned over 5. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I said 2, and I turned over a 2. 10. I said 10, and I turned over a court card. And 10. So now all you're going to do is actually add up these piles. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 5 is 25, and 2 more is 27. And that 27th card will be the selection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I think it was the Jack of Spades and the Jack of Spades. So there's one thing I want to go over actually before we get into another way to do this. So you know the card is going to be 9th up from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 6 of spades. We will actually put the king of spades there. So let's say you're gonna make the 4 piles, but you notice you don't have any matches. So you have to cap all of the piles. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We will switch that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll cap that one. We'll go with 10, 9, 8. We will switch. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will switch that. We will go 10, we'll switch that, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch that. And last but not least, we'll switch, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, let's go with 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's say you go through here and you cap the first pile, you cap the second, you cap the third, and you're gonna cap the fourth. What do you do? Well, you're not gonna cap the fourth because the card on top for the last pile, once you go from 10 to 1, that this card right on top will be the selection, the king of spades. So there's no need to cap it there because that will be the card on top. And finally, here's one more way you can do this. This just involves a selection. You could have the 9 cards, but sometimes I like to go with just one card because the spectator might get confused. Let's say they go with that one. Now, I wouldn't know it, but in this case, the king of clubs. So I would turn around and the spectator would be remembering this. And all I'm going to do is get a break under 8 cards. Now you could do a pinky count, which I will leave a tutorial for. So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like this. Or what you can do, what I would do, is you could push in groups of 3. 3, 6, and then 2 more for 8. So 2 groups of 3 plus 2 more. Catch a break, put their card on top, and finally, you're going to take this break and come into a thumb break. So you have this little break. You come over with your 3 fingers in the front, index on top, thumb in the back. And you're just, think right here, you're just going to do a double undercut, keeping the break. I will leave a link for my double undercut down below. But now if we look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you will do the trick. And I will go over that one more time. Because maybe we won't get any matches this time. So you're going to explain 4 piles you're going to make. You're going to come back from 10. If you say a number and you turn over that card, that's a match. So if you say 10 and you turn over a 10, that's a match. Move on to the next pile. If you go through the whole pile without a match, then place 1 card face down on top for a cap. And also, I guess, aces are 1, and jacks, queens, and kings are 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 card on top because we have no matches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No matches. 10, we have a match. And finally, we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more thing I forgot to mention is if you have, for example, here, 3 piles capped and you just have 1 card, just count that number. If you have 2 piles capped, so you have 2 piles, add up those numbers. If you have 3 piles capped, or actually 1 pile capped, add up those 3 numbers. So whatever pile isn't capped, essentially, face down, you're going to take that number. We have 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 should be the king of clubs. There you go. So, that is going to be the effect for today. I hope you really enjoyed that. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.